Rest is not weakness, it's recovery for the body and the mind. Today on Daily Reset, Amal Albahar is going to talk to us about the importance of slowing down, resting, and having proper recovery. I'm your host Abdulaziz Ismail, and we're gonna dig deeper and dive more into the subject right after this break. Stay tuned. Welcome back, dear viewers. We are back with our esteemed guest, kickboxing coach Amal Albahar. Hello, Amal.
Hi,
How you doing today?
very good.
That's good to hear. It's always good to have you back on the show, and hopefully today we can get a lot of useful information for the dear viewers. Now, in our previous episodes, we've spoken about, kickboxing, nutrition, staying motivated, staying consistent, and having the proper mindset. We want to kind of talk about what happens afterwards, right? Rest. Rest is really important.
Yeah.
However, a lot of people label it as a waste of time. Why is that mentality wrong exactly?
Um, so with fitness, it's easy to get into the cycle of go, 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 go. And the idea of just stopping is equated to I'm actually slowing down progress, while in reality, it's the thing that's going to help you progress. If you don't slow down, it's actually going to hinder your progress. It's going to make you step back because you need to refuel your body, not just nutritionally, but rest-wise. So yeah, I think a lot of people have a hard time grasping the concept of like, I need to pause,
Yeah, and it sounds like those people are always on the go 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 mentality. I don't want to take a pause. I don't want to rest. What could that actually do to their motivation? Because their excuse could be like, "Oh, I'm super motivated. I'm never gonna stop. I'm just gonna keep moving forward."
I think it's not going to impact the motivation so as more than the actual physical capability. Their physical capability will falter. So you can stay motivated, but motivation without a working ship is
It's
it's
gonna
useless.
sink.
Exactly. So you need to if you don't slow down, your body will find a way to slow it down for you.
Okay.
So you don't want to reach that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna reach that level where your body actually fails you.
Yes. If you take it to the extreme, yeah. You're gonna feel a bit more too sore to work out. Soreness is okay to work out. It's a natural part of working out because you're putting your muscles under pressure. However, consistently feeling sore, super sore, you're not able to perform the way you want to perform, and so it will slow down your process and your results. So, but there are ways around it.
Okay. Can you give us
So,
some tips?
actually, I was recently asked this. How I, one of the girls was asking me, Coach, I need to work out for my mental health. I'm gonna go crazy.
I
Okay,
cannot go without it.
you can't go with that. I need a place to just tune everything out and just like focus on my workout, which is fine. You can do that, but you can have something called an active recovery day. So an active recovery day, you can do you can join a yoga class, like a very slow breathing, stretching yoga class. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but you can go walking. Walking is a good active recovery day. But your body also needs rest, like actually sitting down, and especially when you have a whole day's worth of running around and fitness and all of that. So you need to also like chill.
Absolutely,
So,
yeah. Almost like take a chill pill and relax.
Exactly.
And if you don't want to stop the intensity of your workouts and the pace that you're at least slow it for that day, is what you're saying, correct?
Yeah, I think scheduling in like a couple of days out of the week to know that this is your rest day. And you can make it it can be the same day as your family gathering day. It depends on your lifestyle and your routine, but it's very important not to go in every single day working out, because you're actually gonna overtrain, which actually is
What could that do to the
detrimental.
body? Okay. Overtraining, what could that do to the body?
It can slow you down physically. It
Okay.
can lead to joint pains. It can even lead to injuries.
Oh,
So
wow.
you're forced to actually not move because your body now needs more time to recover.
Okay.
It's like imagine driving a car and it doesn't have fuel. It will eventually stop. It will the signal will tell you I need fuel, or I need to rest, or I need my oil needs to be changed. And if you ignore that, it will eventually stop. And
Absolutely.
there's nothing else. There's not amount of motivation or discipline or anything. You just need to. It's
Take a
also
step back and relax and recover, because it almost seems like this is going to pull you back a few steps back. It's not just going to make you stop,
yeah.
because you have to recover, and then you have to actually compensate for the time that you haven't worked out due to your recovery.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I actually have a personal story about that.
Please.
So I have, ever since I got into like the coaching and the boxing, a lot of people in this field may go through some shoulder pain. So I discovered I was hyper flexible in my right shoulder. That means I tend to be over flexible and I don't have as much control, which can create some problems if I don't address it. Now there's recently, a few months ago, I pushed myself hard and I was like, it's okay. I wasn't sleeping that well. I kept training because like I didn't want to go off my routine, and I didn't take that step to actually rest.
Okay.
But it got to a point where I was forced to take 2 weeks off.
Oh, wow.
Because I cannot move my shoulder that much because it's painful.
Right.
So I need to take a step back and
Okay.
recover. Where if I had given myself the opportunity
Some
to recover,
time to actually recover.
exactly, I would have just taken 1 or 2 days off instead of a whole 2 weeks. So even as a coach, I fall into this trap, the go 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 mentality. But I think it's very important. It's another form of self love and also self-respect. Showing up for yourself, respecting your body and what it's capable of, knowing when to push. When you're not feeling motivated, push yourself. You need to parent yourself. You need to be like, no, this is the time for me to show up for myself. But also tune in and see, maybe I'm just tired today. I haven't been sleeping. I've been stressed out at work. I've been overwhelmed with many things. So maybe today I can't push further because I won't be able to concentrate on my workout. I'm actually, that is the time where to be like, it's okay to step back. Okay, if I do want to work out, maybe make it a little less intense.
Okay.
So it's really, it's the whole thing is about
Moderation, really.
moderation, and also tuning in with yourself and understanding your needs.
Listening to your body.
Exactly. Me as a coach, I cannot tell you what you need. I can guide you. I can help you discover like how
you need and how to listen to your body.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, you are your own boss. You are your own coach. You are your own motivator. So you need to show up for yourself in those ways.
Absolutely. Now, it is crucial to listen to our bodies and to kind of take that pause, because it also fuels our motivation. Once you just keep on going, that's just going to drain all that motivation. Just like how we've talked about in previous episodes, motivation actually fades away.
Yes.
So in order for you to actually feel it again, you got to take a pause, feel excited again to continue and get back on it. And that's kind of a trick for somebody to keep going with the motivation fuel.
Yes. So another way to help stay motivated, put mini goals.
Okay.
And
milestones.
Okay. It can be surface level. I want to be able to do this type of exercise. I want to be able to perform like this punch or this kick or this whatever. And being able to supplement it with enough recovery for you to be able to do that. So it can be part of your motivator.
Absolutely. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Now, we want to dive deeper into the subject and teach the dear viewers more about taking a rest, but we're going to take a small break and then we'll start right afterwards. Dear viewers, we're going to take a small break and then we will talk more about recovery and listening to your body. So stay tuned. Welcome back, dear viewers. We are back once more with Coach Amal Albahar. Hello, Amal.
Hello.
Now, burnout. A lot of people don't notice it, right? They're just like going with the flow until it hits them really hard that it puts them in their place, and then they cannot work out or continue doing whatever they were doing for that matter. It's not necessarily for working out only. What are some of the early signs of a burnout?
So, when you're physically not able to go as hard as before, no matter how much self-discipline you have, no matter how much motivation you have, no matter how much you hype yourself up, when you're constantly feeling sore, when you're like just dragging yourself through the and motivation or all these techniques that you use no longer work, when you're feeling tired, I think checking in on yourself, like, am I actually tired? Do I want to sleep? Do I want to sit? Sometimes when you have those moods where I just don't want to do anything today, like I literally don't want to do anything today, that's a sign that maybe you need to slow down, that you're taking on too much, that you need to just sit and just do nothing or do something you enjoy.
Okay. Now that sign specifically, do you recommend, if it persists, do you recommend people to just listen to it and continue just having that very chill and relaxed day?
Definitely,
Okay.
yes.
Even if it takes 2-3 days?
I think taking 2-3 days, if you just started working out and it hasn't been a month and you're taking 2-3 days off, unless you're only working out 3 days a week, I would say no, push a bit more. Or it could be if your joints are feeling sore and you're actually consistently feeling sore, it's okay to take a day or two off. Okay. Even 3 days, just not more than 3 days, because you're still building that habit.
Right.
However, if you're
it hasn't stuck on you yet.
Exactly. However, you're in the routine and you've been working out for a bit, and you feel like I can't anymore. Either if it's something like you're actually tired, if you're physically tired, take 2 days off.
Okay.
Even 3, depends on how hard you've been working, but not more than that.
Okay.
If you're just like bored, make it playful. Have a small milestone that you can
celebrate and
exactly.
Feel good about.
Have a friend come with you.
Okay.
Do something enjoyable with your fitness. Have a target. That's what I do. Sometimes going into a workouts and fitness can be a bit routine, which is why it's hard to commit, because it does get kind of boring like in the middle. So that's when you kind of wanna, where I call my friend up, like, let's do the workout together. When you have like a little mini competition going on, and it's fun, making it a bit more fun.
Yes.
I even for my clients, I give them a target, like, okay, I know it's really boring doing this exercise, let's try to do this many reps, or let's try to do this much within this time. Like, I try to make it a bit more playful.
It raises the competitiveness spirit, so to speak.
Yeah, it just gives you a renewed spark.
Absolutely.
Reminding yourself of the goal. However, when you're burning out, all of these techniques and these tools are not going to work, because the solution for burnout is rest.
Okay.
It can be mental burnout, it can be physical burnout, it can be a mix of the two. I think recognizing why you're feeling burnt out. Maybe you've been overworking yourself in the gym, or maybe you're just overwhelmed with a lot of things I need to do. So in this case, I need to, put all my worries outside the door and then, do what I need to do.
Get into the workout so you can feel much better.
Yeah.
Now, you're giving a very good recovery plan in terms of the mental recovery that's needed. If we were to talk about the physical part, what happens to our bodies when we recover or even have better sleep?
So when you're working out, you're putting your body under tension. You're putting your muscles under tension. When you have enough sleep and have enough rest, you're allowing your body to regenerate its muscles and grow and adapt and get stronger. It is in recovery. So you put in the work in the gym, and the recovery is when your body puts in the work.
Okay.
To build itself.
That makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. Now, I was wondering, does it affect also, mood, hormones, and, just like the mental status as well?
Definitely, definitely. It really does. It helps um, elevate your energy. It regenerates your energy, so you're not as sore. So you're able to enjoy and put in the work that you need to put in your workout and your fitness and whatever it is you're doing, and it's basically refueling your mind. You're rested. You're more clear. You have more clarity. Yeah.
And to kind of just take back from previous interviews that we've had with your esteemed individual, if the mind is in tip top shape, the body will be as well. And then the tip top shape body will also feed the mind, evolving it. And then this circle goes on, and then you're being evolved in every aspect of your physical and mental health.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, rest, once again, really important. It helps grow the body and evolve it. Why do some people disregard how important this is, and they start feeling guilty that they're slowing down?
I think it stems to your mindset
Okay.
and how you view fitness and workout and nutrition, and not to view a workout as a punishment. Like, I'm gonna punish my body into discipline. I'm gonna punish myself into being in tip-top shape. I think being more gentle with yourself, and you absolutely need to be firm with yourself sometimes, because your body and your mind doesn't like change.
Right.
So you need to help it adapt to this change.
Okay.
And in those times, you do need to be a bit more firm, but have more empathy towards yourself, and not like bad talking yourself into.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Watching the language you use about yourself, recognizing the progress you've been making, and finding the little wins within your journey. Like, oh, I showed up today. I may not feel like it, but I actually showed up. I may not have performed the way I want to, rather than, oh, I'm not able to pick up the same amount of weight today. What's wrong with me? And turning it into like, I actually showed up today. I came. And that's I'm here, and
that deserves a pat on the back for yourself.
Exactly. So because I mean, it's, again, like you said, it's very much mental as it is physical. It's emotional as well.
Okay.
So you need to be gentle on yourself, and knowing when to like be firm,
Okay,
and when to be gentle.
Find that balance between being hard on yourself and giving yourself a pat on the back, so to speak.
Exactly.
Now, we're very delighted to have you today with us today. You are a living example of somebody who's busy. It begs the question: how do you keep the balance between training, work, and your personal life?
That is something I deal with every day.
Okay.
But again, I think as we were talking about just before, being more adaptable.
Okay.
And being more realistic with the time that you have, and being able to be more flexible, not having a rigid routine, especially when you're very busy, and being able to be flexible with it. I think that has helped me immensely.
So you actually practice what you preach, being true with yourself, having everything planned out, knowing your goals, and actually following the steps, and taking a rest when necessary.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Now, we are going to take a small break, and then we'll continue right afterwards. Dear viewers, we're going to go away for a minute, and then we'll continue our conversation right afterwards. Stay tuned. Welcome back, dear viewers. We are back once more with our esteemed guest, Coach Amal Albahar. Hello, Amal.
Hi.
Recovery, very important. We've been talking about it. We do need some lifestyle advice. How can somebody incorporate in their routine the proper way of resting and recovery?
Just how they prioritize fitness and movement as something important in their life, they need to equally prioritize rest. So making sure that they block out enough time for them to wind down before bed and to actually have a good night's rest.
Is there a specific habit that you think they should incorporate?
I mean, I'm guilty of not
Okay.
winding down enough
Okay.
for bed, but definitely when putting away your phone.
I think everybody's guilty with that one.
Yes, and not having your phone, like not falling asleep to a TV show or all of that. Some people, that's their guilty pleasure, and that's fine. But a lot of times we go through the day, we're really busy, we didn't really do anything to enjoy ourselves. And so making sure that when we come back home, that an hour or 2 hours before bed, doing that, watching the TV show that you want, doing whatever it is that you want to do, having your social media time, and then just kind of putting it away and get yourself ready for bed, whether that's taking a shower, whether that's whatever it is, just having your bedtime ritual. And then that way you can ensure having a good night's rest, and then actually having enough time to rest. So if you need to wake up at 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. the next day, you're making sure you go to bed a bit earlier. That is something that is a big part of recovery.
And that'll definitely, set you up for a quality night's sleep. So these practices, have a ritual, wind down, maybe dim the lights an hour before you go to bed.
Yes.
Drink whatever tea that might relax you, stay away from your phone. That'll definitely set you up for a good night's sleep.
Yes.
Now, how important it is, since we were talking about staying away from your phone, to unplug from social media?
I think social media tends to, like, even if you're progressing and you're proud of what you've achieved and how you're doing, I think social media is a constant it's a space that allows that encourages comparison.
Okay.
And I think that it's okay to look at someone and where they've achieved and where they're at and have that as a goal, but it's another thing to start doubting yourself and telling yourself you're not doing enough, and this is where you start the overwhelm, the overthinking, and the trying to do more, and I don't need to rest, I'm already behind. Like all this this comparison, it can actually negatively impact your mental health. And
After all, comparison is the thief of all joy.
of course, yes.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Now, winding down techniques after a very busy and long day. Personally, I like to just lay on the couch in the living room and stare at the ceiling for a few minutes to kind of get into reality. Like, okay, I left work, I'm at home right now, I get to relax, I get to take a breath and step back a little bit. A busy individual such as yourself, what do you do exactly after a busy day to rest and wind down?
Yeah, so I'm constantly communicating with people. I'm a very social person. However, when I come back home, my social battery is absolutely
Depleted. Yeah.
depleted. So another I just, this is my time to just I watch a show. For me, I actually watch a very mindless, it can be an old show that I like, that I used to watch as a child, and sometimes I watch cartoons, whatever it is. I watch that to just kind of like,
A little bit take your mind off of the seriousness of your daily tasks.
Yeah, to unplug.
Yeah.
But recently, because it is, I have been guilty of falling asleep to the show.
Okay.
So
I thought we
that's
weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it is a lot of screen time. So what I've done instead, I like to read books. So what I've replaced that with a book that I read. It could be like, I love fantasy fiction, all of that, because it just, again, it's a way for me to unplug. So just whatever book that I have, I just read a few pages. I start feeling, it's a way even for my eyes to relax, because sometimes when you watch a lot of screens, like you get that headache, you get that,
Right.
So
It feels heavy and you're like, I just want to get away from this, but you keep on scrolling.
and it's addictive.
Yes.
So
Doom
you kind of,
scrolling.
exactly, so you kind of want to so I've replaced that with reading a book. So I would read my book, and I've even started like looking forward to it because I want to know what happens next. So I get myself like really cozy. Sometimes I'm on the couch, sometimes whatever it is, I'm reading my book, and that way my brain is able to have that time to unplug and unwind without having that overwhelm of like technology and everything. And yeah, that's my current routine. I'm not really the best at it,
Right.
but yeah, it's a tactic that I've.
It's pretty much whatever works for each and every person.
Yeah.
Each and every person is different.
Exactly.
Like you said, some people like to read books, watch cartoons, just stare at the ceiling. Everybody has their own way of winding down and relaxing. The important is that they incorporate it and actually practice it.
Yes.
Now, some people might still argue against that and say, oh, I'm too busy to relax. Some people, they feel like the burden of the world lies on their shoulders. Now, what is the message that you have for people who say that I'm too busy to rest and relax?
Your body is going to force you to relax.
Okay.
There's just so much that you can do. You can't really perform or work or do whatever if you don't have enough rest. It's going to take longer for you to finish whatever it is you want to finish or work on whatever it is you want to work. So actually, if you look at efficiency, it's actually more efficient to rest and then re-energize yourself for you to produce and work more. So I think that's, again, it's a shift in mindset.
It is, definitely. And like you said, it'll make you more efficient, more productive, because you're rested, you've relaxed, you've composed yourself, organized your thoughts, you're ready to go for the next day. You're looking forward for the next day because you're not as drained and tired as if you were working constantly with no rest.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you think that somebody could potentially give up on their dreams because they're overworking themselves towards that dream?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
When you're not rested, when you're physically not rested, you become overwhelmed easily. You become irritated easily. You're not able to handle the small things that happen in the day. It could be as simple as, oh, I'm in traffic and I cannot, I have anger issues because I'm not rested. Like I don't have enough space, enough buffer for me to handle like
the outside
situation,
world.
the outside world. Exactly. So just it requires a lot of work and thought when you're working on a dream or when you're working towards a goal. So you don't even your fuel, you already start the day with half a tank full, and like a third of it's like 2/3 of that goes into the daily things that happen in life. So you're left with a quarter full
just a quarter tank, and it's about to deplete.
And you can't. It's hard, and again, it goes back to motivation. You get demotivated, and you're like, why can't I do this? It's something that I want, and I'm not able to have the energy or that time to do it because obviously you're not giving yourself enough chance to
actually rewind and launch yourself forwards once again.
Yeah, exactly.
Once again, it's been very eye-opening, and we have touched on very important topics. I want to personally thank you and send you my gratitudes for being with us today.
It was a pleasure being here. Yeah.
Pleasure is all ours. Dear viewers, there you have it from kickboxing coach Amal Albahar, the importance of resting, winding down, and then getting right back into it with a fully rested mind and body. This has been Daily Reset. Take a breath and reset.